Hey, teacher friends. Here I am, hanging out, looking at my iPad and thinking, what can I do to help my students learn sight words? I have a group of students who are in 3rd grade. They're English learners, and they're having a lot of difficulty remembering sight words, and they also struggle with phonics, phonemic awareness, and with writing. More on that later. But right now, what I'm looking for is another way to help them master some important sight words. So, how do I decide which sight words I want to use? I'm using Jan Richardson's Next Step Forward and Guided Reading because, here's the reason, I like how she has set sight words to a reasonable number to master a level. So here's level A, which they do know now. B, they know that one too, except dad becomes bad sometimes because of the BD confusion, which persists into 3rd grade with some kids. Here's C, D, and now E and F. So E and F is where we will focus. So I can show you how I will design this practice of an important skill, which is identifying sight words. Okay. So I have a friend who took all of those sight words, and you can see across the bottom of the screen, level A, B, C, D, and I'm on level E here. This is a Google Sheet, so I can dictate the words to my students from those Jan Richardson sight word lists, and I can record here in this shareable Google Sheet what my students wrote. And using that, I can decide which sight words are important for them to practice. Okay, so you can see over is a problem, want, and who. So let's take a look in Quizlet. All right. So we have what, and I think the next word I need to add here is who. So I'm going to put WHO, okay? And then I have who there, and over on the side on the right it says English, and that's important because that's going to tell my kids how to pronounce the word in English. Okay, now let's take a moment. We have who. We have what. I think maybe also now we might want to add want, because there are 3 kids who had trouble with that and they spelled it 3 different ways. Okay, so the brain is amazing. It does what it needs to do, but this isn't quite correct, so we're going to work on that. So want. Let's put want in. I'm going to press the plus sign to make a new term. I'm going to put want. Okay, and there it is. And then I'm going to go back to my assessment, and I think I have all these words now covered. I added some already. All right. Levels F, G, H, and I will go on and continue to add, and I've already done that. So you can see the whole list of words that they are working on. Now, how did I decide how to approach this? The TPAC model I find very useful as a teacher who integrates technology into my instruction. So what is TPAC about? It helps you think about, what do I want my students to know? That's the content knowledge, the what you're going to teach, and then what is the best way to approach it? So how will they learn it best? And that's the pedagogical knowledge. And then finally you bring the tech into it. So what am I teaching? How am I teaching it? And what tech will help me do that? because otherwise we have a chance of falling victim to the whole, this is a cool new app or extension or something that someone showed me. I want my kids to use it, but is it really helping them master content, and is it doing it in a way that is supportive of their pedagogical needs? Okay, so my students are using Quizlet because, as I said, they are third graders. They are still working on sight words that their classmates have mastered. Okay? And that means that they are aware of the fact that they are struggling. This particular app gives them a chance to practice at home or at school because their teachers have iPads and also desktop machines, and Quizlet works across all different types of tech. So it's really pretty easy to make Quizlet work in any situation. A lot of kids, even if they seem to be lacking in tech knowledge and understanding, they at least have access to a smartphone at home. So this is something you can also use on a phone. So it teaches them what they need to know. It does it in a way that lowers the risk, and it also has audio. So for kids who speak a different language from English at home, this particular app gives them a chance to check their pronunciation because it has audio attached to it, and I'll show that to you in a second. All right, so let's say that I've finished creating my Quizlet set for that group. It's 4 kids. I'm going to click done. Oh, and also it's important to say that I could create a different Quizlet set for each kid in the group of 4 in my class, but I know that it's important for all the kids to practice some of the words that they have mastered, and a lot of them miss the same words. So I'm going to let them go ahead and use this set, all of them. So what do you do with this? All right, well, there are flashcards here. So if you hit the flashcard option, here you see the word which. Okay, so what a student can do is read it, which, and then check their pronunciation.
Which.
Okay, so the card allows them to do that. They got it right, so they can hit the star. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. Whoop. It's turning it down. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Now let's try this one. I think that word is want.
Want.
Oh, it's what. And it's important that that has a repeat feature. The kids can hear it as many times as they want, okay? That word is, oh wait, I can't put the star there because I didn't get that correct.
Who.
All right, now I think this word is how.
Who.
Oh, I missed that one as well.
Are.
I think this word is are. Okay, so I got that correct. All right, so as the students go on through and they mark the ones they have correct, then what the app will do is it'll give them back the words that they missed. So they don't have to continue practicing words they've mastered, which is another reason why it's really not a problem to let the students have some words that they have mastered but their group peers have not. Okay, so that's called flashcards. Usually you can flip the card over, you can have a word and a definition, but with sight words, the definition isn't really needed, so there's no definition on the back of this one. Okay? Now, learn is another activity you can do here. Okay? Keep studying. Okay, so this is learn. Now this word is come, right? Come.
come.
I got it correct. So I'm over here, I'm going to put got it.
What?
I think this word is what.
What?
Okay. Got that one right too.
Who?
This word is how.
Who?
Oh, who. Study it again. Okay, so the app keeps track of which ones I got and which ones I didn't get, and it helps me to see my percentage and how well I did. Okay. One thing that bears mentioning is that there is a settings feature up in the corner, okay? And if I turn on the audio, that means that the kids will automatically hear the pronunciation of the word. So let me show you what I mean. Okay? Which.
R.
It automatically tells you when you touch the card
R.
what the word is. And that's not what I want my kids to do, because I want them to try to say the word and then check themselves. So I'll turn that off, and that means they have to press the sound button to get the audio. Also, you can decide if you want the term and definition on the front, or if you want, well, basically what you want on the front of the card and what you want on the back of the card, and which one you want to have offered first. Okay, so that's flashcards. Now, another thing you can do is write.
Ones.
Remember we talked about how writing is important.
Ones.
Okay, so here I have it set. So it starts with the term and I hear the audio.
Was.
Want. And I'm going to have to type it there and hit done. Ah, she was saying was. And if I wasn't talking, I probably would have heard that.
Which.
Which.
Here. Here. Said. Said.
Aha, so it gives me the correct answer. Okay, try again. S-A-I-D.
Back.
It showed me. It flashed it there.
Back.
All right, so it gives me a chance to correct my
Her.
thinking.
Her. Away. Away.
Okay, so then I get this this display that shows me, well, which words did I not spell correctly, was and said, and then when I go to my next round, the app will give me those words to practice again. So, sight words and being fluent in sight words is a really important step in students becoming fluent readers, and so the use of the Google Sheets as my formative assessment, my Jan Richardson sight word lists, and the Quizlet app help me to be able to specialize, individualize, differentiate the practice that my students need. I hope you'll give it a try.